All right, hello everybody. How you doing? So today we're kind of talking about some of the similarities between Affinity Photo and Photoshop. Now, a lot of it is going to be just where tools are at and the different tools and that kind of thing. Panels. That's really about it. So as you can see, all your tools are right here. With the addition of, I don't remember this being in Photoshop as a tool, but you have your mesh warp and your perspective is right here. So you can warp around things like if you're adding a tattoo or you're adding something to a sign or a tree, whatever. If you're adding some kind of the best description I have is if you're adding a tattoo, like if I was going to add a tattoo to her arm, you would place it on there, and then on that layer you would use the mesh tool to form it to her arm, right? That's the best example that I have of using a warp tool. And there's probably a myriad of other options and a myriad of other uses for that tool, but that's the one that's hitting my mind right at the moment. So all your tools are here on the left. A lot of the tools are exactly the same. They perform the same functions, the basic functions, as they do in Photoshop, and um, yeah, they work very similar. The one thing you will notice is each of the icons are colorized and they look slightly different. Of course they will. But I believe they're very recognizable. You can easily see what they're going to do, except for the gradient tool. I'm not really sure why they chose that, but the gradient tool is there. You can figure out what it does, and of course, if you hover over it, it tells you what the tool is: move tool, color picker. So you'll be able to know what you're doing. Another slight difference, but similar, is the way that the adjustments in the adjustment panel look. So they have each of them have their own little icon and they're colorized, and I believe they are very very easy to see what happens. Now some of these are different. Um, they have LUTs, soft proof, lens filters, all these different ones, but a lot of them are the same. White balance levels, black and white, contrast, brightness and contrast, posterized, vibrant, which also has your saturation in as well. Um, these tools are pretty similar. Like I said, there's a few differences down here. Once you get towards the bottom, you have your navigator here. You have different effects, which are pretty much like when you right click and there's a layer style, I believe, in Photoshop. And then you have styles and stock. And the application crashes. Oh, it doesn't crash. It just took it a minute. So then you have styles and stock, which I don't have any, I don't need the stock or whatever. Um, but yeah, so you have all of your different panels right here, and then you have swatches, color, your different brushes, and then your histogram. So any of your data that you need can be right there. It's pretty easy to find. Some of the menus are similar, some of them are different. Um, you can arrange, got your view. I mean, all of these different tools, they all perform similar functions to what you'll find in Photoshop. The biggest difference, and we'll talk about this in a later video, is this toolbar right here. And it has a bunch of different tools and personas. They call it a persona. Um, this would probably be similar to like a workspace inside of Photoshop. But that's really about it, guys. There's a lot of similarities that I'm seeing so far, and like I said, I'm fairly new to this application. Um, I started working on this image here this morning, and this image is probably 11 years old of my friend Sarah. We did a bridal shoot for her, and it's really neat. I'm loving this application so far. Um, there's a few things I missed from Adobe, but I don't really regret switching over to the Affinity line of software. Paid for it once, don't have a monthly bill, which is very handy for me. I find that very beneficial, especially for the amount of work that I do, which it's just all for myself anyways. I'm not doing it commercially. So I'm really enjoying it. I hope you guys are too. Have you tried Affinity yet? Are you thinking about trying Affinity? Is there anything I need to know about the Affinity Photo? I plan on moving through this software and working and trying different things, and I'll share those as I learn. We'll kind of learn this together. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day. Leave a comment down below if there's something you need me to check out, or if I need to check it out, or if there's something I need to look up for you guys. You know, if you need help with something, maybe we can learn about a new feature together. So let's have a conversation down below. Leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.